Hello, I'm Karen Offord, life coach, counsellor and author, and welcome to Love the Life You Live. Well, today I wanted to jump straight in and start by sharing a short story with you. You know, stories are a wonderful way to share a great message, and not only are they entertaining and easy to remember, but as humans we absolutely love stories, so enjoy. An old man was sitting at the entrance of a town. A young man approached him and said, "I'm not from here, I come from far away. Tell me, old man, how are the people of this town?" Instead of replying, the old man asked, "And in the town from where you come, how are the people?" The young man responded temperamentally and blurted, "Egotistic and wicked, so much so that I could no longer take it. That is why I preferred to leave." The old man said sympathetically, "Pity, young man, I shall advise you to continue on your way. People here are equally wicked and all are egotistic." A little later, another young man approached the old man. "Greetings to you who is wise with age. I should like to settle down in this place. Tell me, how are the people of this town?" The old man asked him, "Tell me first, from where do you come and how are the people there?" The young man said in an enthusiastic voice, "Honest, good and welcoming. I had only friends there, and oh, how I was pained to leave them." The old man said, "Well, here you will also find only honest people, welcoming and full of kindness." A merchant who was watering his camels not far from these exchanges had heard all, and asked the old man, "How is it possible, old man, who I know to be wise, to give two truthful but diametrically opposite answers to the same question? Is it a case of April Fools?" "My son," said the old man, "each one carries in his heart his own universe, and that is what he will find every place he goes." Do you ever find yourself, or maybe someone you know, constantly searching for happiness? So many people search for happiness, and many hope to find it in the arms of someone new, someplace new, a new job or shopping spree, until it wears off and they have to do it all over again. Many believe I'll be happy when, or I'll be happy if. And I'm sure you know that can be a never-ending, expensive and emotional cycle that's never truly fulfilling, because happiness is a state of mind. You take it with you every place you go. It's within each and every one of us, but lays dormant in so many because we're so used to looking outside of ourselves to find it. Abraham Lincoln said most folks are about as happy as they make up their minds to be. Dale Carnegie states happiness does not come from external conditions, it's governed by your mental attitude. One of my favourite books is Happyology by Harold W. Teets, and it's full of wonderful stories and examples, but my favourite line is, "You are the master of your mind, teach it to be happy. Teach it to be happy." There's so many great inspirational teachers that share the keys to happiness. Harald from Happyology says forgiveness is the key to happiness. The ability to release any past or present emotional distress, letting go of resentment, anger, fear, guilt, jealousy and holding on to grudges, regains inner strength, self-love and self-approval, with renewed enthusiasm and joy in life. Anthony Robbins teaches progress equals happiness. When you're growing, learning, improving, you feel happy and more alive. Many others state gratitude is the key to happiness. I once heard a Buddhist monk say happiness is not just a pleasure sensation, it's a deep sense of serenity and fulfillment. Our minds translate every experience into happiness or suffering. Our minds determine the quality of our lives and our state of being. So it makes sense regarding happiness that we have to transform our minds, creating a state of being conducive to happiness. By way of what the many great teachers have shared through learning and growing every day, choosing to forgive yourself and others, creating an attitude of gratitude, but also through self-acceptance, giving and receiving love, acts of kindness, rejoicing, being present, and choosing to see all that is good, and consciously taking positive action to change what's not so great. Happiness is described in so many ways, and we don't need an instruction video on how to be happy. All we need is reminders that it's already here, within, just waiting to be acknowledged and felt. I have a saying stuck up on my wardrobe door, and it's been there now for over a decade. I printed it and stuck it up when I was searching high and low and often in all the wrong places, just desperately wanting to be happy instead of worried, stressed and miserable all the time as I was back then. My sign simply reads, "Joy is a choice. Each morning you wake up, you choose. I choose joy." So I chose to focus on everything that was right, good and amazing in my life, and there was a lot of it when I stopped to look at it. I also chose to do what I could to positively change the areas that weren't so great. Instead of staying stuck and just feeling miserable and going over it and over it in a destructive pattern of why me and it's not fair. It's very easy in this life to focus on pain, to get stuck dwelling on the past, things we can't do or things we don't have, and things that just aren't for our highest good, when all we need to do is retrain our minds. As the Brune Harald said, teach it to be happy. There's joy to be found in even the simplest things if we look. real. It resides within each and every one of us. We just have to acknowledge it and choose to feel it. So I'd like to leave you with something from Robert Holden's Happiness Now. He writes, meditate on this question today. What is happiness? And it will help you discover what is real for you, what inspires you, and what you most love. So I thank you again for joining me. And if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, I welcome you to leave a comment or ask a question. I'd love to hear from you. And I invite you to head over to my site at www.karenalford.com, where there's lots more information and resources. And if you haven't already, you can sign up to my newsletter so you never miss a thing. Remember, it always starts with you. Till next time, to your success and loving the life you live.